Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy RB3 for First Cut, and I'm here to do a new review for The Holdovers, directed by Alexander Payne and starring Paul Giamatti. Now, I feel like we've slept on Alexander Payne for too long. I know that feels kind of weird saying about a guy who's won 2 Best Adapted Screenplay Oscars, but he's also a guy who's made cinematic masterpieces like Election, Sideways, The Descendants, and About Schmidt, although he's not as highly regarded amongst film fans as writer-directors like Quentin Tarantino or Paul Thomas Anderson or Spike Jonze for some reason. Now, there isn't as much anticipation for an Alexander Payne film since his most recent feature in 2017, the cerebral comedy Downsizing, that starred Matt Damon. However, his career hiatus might be more likely contributed to some ugly sexual assault allegations that came out during the height of the Me Too movement. Nevertheless, Payne reunites with Sideways star Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, a heartwarming story of 3 shipwrecked people forced to remain at a New England prep school named Barton Academy during winter break 1970. Written by David Hemmingson, the film was originally supposed to be a television pilot before Alexander Payne got a hold of the script and sought to make it his next project. Now, Paul Giamatti's performance is exceptional in this movie in portraying a cross-eyed, begrudged history teacher who stuck babysitting rich kids at Barton over the holidays. Giamatti's oddly charming performance deserves every nomination it will earn during the award season, and even wins. I definitely think it deserves some wins. Now, universally detested by most students and faculty, Paul Giamatti's character ultimately gets saddled with holdover responsibilities after giving a bad grade to a wealthy donor's son. Now, his adverse resentment towards privilege plays out in his witty evisceration of several students at the beginning of the picture, and his erudite dismantling actually puts him at odds with a few of the students he ends up supervising over the holidays. One of those students is a bright 11th grader named August, played by first-timer Dominic Sessa. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right, my friend. Excited to go on a family trip to Boston, the smart-mouthed teenager learns that his newly married mother and stepfather have decided to take their honeymoon over the holiday period, leaving August to hold over. Now, in his on-screen debut, Dominic Sessa gracefully interweaves quip, naivety, and inner sadness to create a character who is wholesome, honest, and empathetic. Now, stranded alongside August is a rich jock, a bully, a Korean foreign exchange student, and a cheery little kid, named Alex. And these are all characters that are more supporting players, and they don't really show up as much in the movie as August does. And they're really just there to serve as a complement to August's complicated worldview and distinguish his angsty intellectualism from the rest of the pack. But as the story progresses, August's journey of self-discovery shines amidst the ups and downs accompanying life's growing pains. Now, also holding over is Mary Lamb, played by divine Joy Randolph, and she's the head cook at Barton Academy who remains over the winter break to grieve the off-screen death of her only child, Curtis, a recent Barton graduate who was killed in the Vietnam War. Now, unfortunately, the film fails to give Mary any thorough characterization outside of mourning her son or serving as a mammy-like companion to the leads. Even in the microscopic glimpses we get inside Mary's out-of-school life, neither screenwriter David Hemmingson or Academy Award winner Alexander Payne even attempt to pen a single scene of dialogue without Paul or August nearby. Now, that's not to say I didn't love this movie, because I did. I actually really did love it. Despite a meager character arc from one of the film's few black characters, Alexander Payne manages to sidestep a surface-level evaluation of class and privilege to create a kind-hearted, relatable story of abandonment and loneliness. Somehow, this unlikely trio finds some semblance of family amongst each other through shared emotions of grief, depression, and solitude. The Holdovers tenderly illustrates how an unexpected family can rise above life's lowest moments together, thanks to his razor-sharp dialogue and beautifully subtle performances. Overcoming his initial antagonism towards the holdover kids, Paul Giamatti's character quietly accepts the paradoxical nature of educating the affluent high schoolers he disdains. Watching the curmudgeon instructor transform into a caring mentor figure will surely bring tears to your eyes. And if you're a natural born cynic like me, the characters in the Holdovers will help shift your worldview from meaningless to wholesome over the course of 2 hours and 13 minutes. This nostalgic coming of age tale delivers a full circle exhibition for young and old. I really did enjoy this movie, and if I had to rank it out of 10, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. I dug it, and I really hope, people get a chance to see it. If you're into it, if this is your kind of movie, if you see the trailer and it sounds like a movie, but I think it does a pretty good job at moving anybody. Now, let me know in the comments down below if you've seen the Holdovers already in its limited release, or if you're planning on seeing it as it scales to wide release this weekend. Also, let me know what your thoughts on Alexander Payne as a director and as a person. Do you like his movies? Do you think he's a great filmmaker? And do you think, some of the allegations that came out against him are too much to overcome and too much to, even reckon with? Let's get real in those comment sections, man, because that's what First Cut's all about, keeping it real. Coming up soon this week, we got reviews for Priscilla with myself and Sabrina. That's going to be really fun. And also, we're going to be talking about the Marvels and Loki Season 2, myself and Andres. And, me and my boy John Marin are going to be going live on, not live, but we're going to be doing another episode of the Real Ones podcast, where we'll be catching up on some of the stuff that we've missed during the strike, including Killers of the Flower Moon and many other movies as well. So be sure to subscribe to First Cut already if you're not already locked in and tuned in. And follow us on social media at First Cut TMO on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Director RB3. And yeah, make sure you leave a like, comment, and just show any kind of love you can to this video, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. And also make sure to check out this review on Geeks of Color as well. This review is also on Geeks of Color as well as the First Cut YouTube channel. The link to the Geeks of Color reviews in the description down below. Anyway, y'all, it's your boy RB3, and I'm peacing out. Peace.
Only one can remain. It's either me or you. Take you out the equation. It's either me or you. You do the math. Only one can remain.